What's up, you guys? Namicon here, bringing you my perspective of what Aaron Tamer is bringing us. And today we'll be talking about Korn's 13th studio album, The Nothing. Released in September 13th, 2019, the album reached at number 8 on the Billboard 200. It has also received critical acclaim from critics, calling it another true to form, thanks to another album that was released 3 years before this album, The Serenity of Suffering, which also received positive reviews. Korn was a band that I, for some reason, never looked deep into for a while, despite being a huge nu metal fan. The only album that I fully listened to them was Follow the Leader and The Serenity of Suffering. But I decided to check out some of their other stuff, since I outgrew other bands in the same genre, and I really love their stuff. They're starting to become one of my favorite bands in general. So without further ado, let's go track by track on The Nothing, starting with a short but extremely effective track called The End Begins. This album was recorded when it was found out that Devin Davis, Jonathan Davis's wife, was found dead. She died of drug issues. And this song is Jonathan calling to her on saying why did she leave him. It's a very strong start. The next song is called Cold, which was released as the second single for The Nothing. The band delivers a spectacular instrumental performance, and Jonathan Davis's vocals are excellent in this song. Next song is called You'll Never Find Me, which was released as the lead single for The Nothing. This song proved to be popular in the mainstream rock charts, peaking in the top 20. This song was the first time both the band Korn and Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins collaborated, which was really cool since both of those bands were huge in the 90s. Next song is called The Darkness is Revealing. Since Jonathan's wife unfortunately passed away, recording for the album went way longer than it should. It usually takes 2 weeks for Jonathan Davis to record his vocals, but this time it took 4 months because of this tragic event, and some of his breakdown came into The Nothing. Next song is called Idiosyncrasy. This term is about losing someone who is very special and feeling abandoned by it. It conveys to the theme for The Nothing, struggling to not succumb to darkness. Some of these lines are really fucked up. God is making fun of me. He's laughing up there. I can see. Like, oh my god, jeez, dude. Next song is called The Seduction of Indulgence. It's the shortest song on the album, but let me read the lyrics for you. Skinning me, stabbing me, touching me, licking me, raping me. It's an endless cycle of these lyrics that unfortunately doesn't stop. Next song is called Finally Free, which was another single released for the album. The lyrics of The Nothing mainly deal with the loss of Devin Davis, who died of drug overdose. It describes Jonathan's grief mixed with the small comfort that she's finally free from the burden of battling addiction. It's really sad, and I really love this song. This is one of my favorites on the album. The next song is called Can You Hear Me? It was originally one of Jonathan Davis's solo tracks. Probably would have been released on his solo album Black Labyrinth. And it's another song that I really love. It's another one of my favorites. Next song is called The Ringmaster. It's another strong song from the band, and it's I feel like the bass lines from the band member. I feel like the instrumentals from the band members are done super fucking well. I really love the instrumentals in this song. The Korn is not a band for everyone, but you cannot deny that they know how to play their instruments. Like they can actually play their instruments. They're actual musicians. Next song is called The Gravity of Discomfort. The song deals with Jonathan Davis's emotions throughout the years, including the 2018 death of wife Devin Davis. Jonathan feels imprisoned in his own world, with everything he has gone through, from being abused in his childhood to his adulthood trials such as drug addiction, his son Zeppelin being diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, and the aforementioned death. It's Jonathan Davis. I feel so bad for him. Like, I feel really sorry for him. He had such a tough life throughout his whole entire existence. Like, this dude's one of the strongest people I've known. Like, it's crazy to think that he's gone through all this. Next song is called Harder. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is honestly my least favorite song in the album. It's the longest song in the album, but I feel like the lyrics just didn't do it for me, and the overall production on this song just didn't work. It felt really unfinished. Yeah, this is my least favorite song on the album by far. It just didn't work for me. The next song is called This Loss, and it talks about Jonathan Davis's depression and pain, and how he's going through, and how the loss is keeping him from being happy again. And once again, it is talking about his wife. Yeah, that's pretty much the whole theme of this album. The nothing. He feels lost. He just feels nothing. And that's how the last song in the album calls Surrender to Failure. In this song, Surrender to Failure, he pretty much says that he pretty much failed saving his wife. It's really tragic, and I wish I could say I'm really sorry to John. I'm really sorry to him. But this is a really fantastic album for Korn. This is one of my favorite albums the band has done. It's so heart-wrenchingly great. Jonathan Davis's vocals are so good. They're so great. And the band themselves, they're no slouches too. This is honestly a top 5 album for Korn in my eyes. Honestly, I give the rating for The Nothing a 4.5 out of 5. I really hope they continue this. They continue this quality, because they've gone their head in the games. So yeah, what you guys think of The Nothing by Korn? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the description. Let me know in the description down below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and make sure you follow my Twitter, Instagram, and Discord server down in the description down below. If you want to buy the album, I'll link. If you want to stream the album, I'll link it down in the description down below. This is Namikawan, and I'll see you next time.